Drinking buddies, today I'm going to be doing a full review of Flaviar service, especially this here tasting box. I'm going to give you my impressions of the service and what I think about it so far. And yeah, let's get right to it.
I'm your drinking buddy.
I wanted to find a specific bottle. I went out of my way to look everywhere for it. And turns out it's just not available in my area. Checked with some family in Texas, not available in their area either. So I took to the internet and I found it on Flaviar, and it was about $5 more than retail. So it retails about $50 and it was about $55 on Flaviar, plus about $10 for shipping. So I went ahead and added it to my cart, checked out, and when I checked out, I happened to notice that when I bought my bottle, I got a free quarterly membership, which came with this here tasting box. Free quarterly membership comes with free shipping, so I got the bottle for $55 and a tasting box. I'm gonna call that a good deal. I haven't tasted these yet, so I'm going to be tasting them here in front of you guys. I'll give you tasting notes on them, and I will tell you what I think about the tasting box here, give it a full review, and yeah, let's just get started. This is the bottle that I wanted. It was this Woodinville port finish, and I really like it. It's very good. I'm glad I bought it. So got what I would call a premium bottle for $55 and got a membership out of it. Now, if you aren't able to buy a bottle and get a membership for free, one thing you can do is you can pay for a quarterly membership, which is $95. And you would get a bottle and you would get one of these tasting boxes. The bottle you don't get to really pick from. They give you about 3 or 4 choices, and from what I can tell, they're not very expensive bottles. So you get about a $30 to $40 bottle and a tasting box for $95. So, but you do get unlimited free shipping. So if you're gonna be buying a lot of bottles from there, it might be really worth it for you. Me, I kind of scoured their catalog, and I'm probably not gonna buy too much more than that Woodinville port finish, but hey, I was gonna buy it anyway. So let's look at our box here. It comes with a really nice solid coaster. All right, drinking buddies, so I got my stickers on my bottles. I have them poured, and we're gonna start with number C. So this is Banknote 5-year peated reserve blended scotch, 43% alcohol, 86 proof. Ooh, got like a clove smell to me. Really sweet smelling. Smoky. Oh, there's some chocolate in there. Little smoked meat for me. Yeah, pretty tasty. I don't have a ton of experience with peated scotches. I've had a handful, and the ones I've tasted, I've either really liked or not really liked at all. I tend to not be a big fan of sherry finished scotches. Just for whatever reason, that flavor profile isn't exactly my favorite. But if you're a fan of the smoky, kind of smoked meat flavored scotches, you might like this one. Enjoyable. Next up, we have our mezcal. And as you can see, it is very clear. I believe it probably wasn't aged at all. It's probably a silver plata. Ooh, yeah, smoky, salty, little sweet like honey. Nose is kind of agave. The nose is cactusy. I actually do like that. It does have a little bit of an astringent aftertaste that I think probably comes from the fact that it's not aged. I really generally don't sip things that aren't aged, so it does have kind of an astringent aftertaste that yeah, the more it sits there, I'm not an enormous fan of. Overall, I would call that one okay. I like the flavor, it's the finish that I'm not crazy about on that one. Next up, we have our Kolkhagen Cask Strength Single Malt. This one's got a spicy nose. Like black pepper and like chili peppers. Yeah, I get a lot of wood on that. There's something on that one that I'm not crazy about. It's a little nutty. I'm not saying that that's why I don't like it, but that's a flavor I'm getting. It's a little nutty. I like that it's got the higher proof. I feel like that gives it an extra layer of complexity. One of my complaints against Scotch is generally they're 43 proof or less. And as you get into bourbon, you learn to taste the complexities of the higher proof stuff. And sometimes when you're handed an 80 proofer, it just falls flat. And this 59% is kind of cool to taste in a American single malt. Yes, I know I'm probably accidentally calling it Scotch sometimes, but to me it's a Scotch. It's just made in America, but it's an American single malt. I should be more careful with my terminology. Yeah, I think the finish is really good on this one. The initial flavor is not my favorite. Got a nuttiness going on that I don't find to be enjoyable. It's got a like a black peppery thing going on that I like on the finish. Overall, I would say that one's okay. I do like the higher proof though. I think it's kind of fun to taste that on an American single malt. So, all right. So on the banknote, I recall saying that I said smoky. Let's see, what else did I say? I don't even remember now. All right, so on the banknote, it says that it should have tastes of dark chocolate. I did say chocolate. Smoky, yes, I did say that. Fruit, I didn't really taste anything too fruity there. Vanilla, toffee, and jam. You know, I get a lot of vanilla and toffee flavors off of bourbon. Not something I picked up here personally. It says spicy. There was a little bit of a spiciness going on. Nutty and ginger. Didn't get either of those personally, but overall, I think that one was my favorite. I did really like the Banknote 5-year-old peated bourbon. Oh, sorry, peated reserve Scotch. All right, let's see. So next up we had the Madre Mezcal. And it says that it should have a taste of vanilla, roasted agave, roasted, salty. I definitely said salty. Pepper, I did say there was a little bit of pepper here, I believe. Honey, I did come up with honey. It says dill, sweet, and earthy. Yeah, I could definitely get earthy now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, it's definitely got a, not dirty, but earthy flavor to it. And sweet, for sure. Definitely got a roasted flavor going on. That might have been what I'm associating with smoky, the roasted flavor. And then lastly, the Kolkigen. I'm really not sure how to say it. I'm probably butchering it. Cask strength. It says it should be woody. Black pepper I definitely got. Caramel. Spicy. Yeah, I got some spice. Ginger. Apple. Vanilla. Cranberry. And toasted oak. You know, not really some of the flavors that I picked up there, but I don't think those are bad notes. Just, you know, not exactly what I entailed when I was drinking it. And I'm curious now if these things influence me at all. So yeah, so example, it mentioned the vanilla, and I said I didn't really taste much vanilla on this, and now that I've seen the card, I really do taste vanilla. It's almost like the chocolate has disappeared, which is the biggest tasting note on here is chocolate, which was one of the first things I tasted. But now that I saw the word vanilla, it's suddenly very vanilla. Let's see if I pick up anything different on here. Yeah, you know, yeah, the earthiness and the dill, I do feel like I pick up now. There was an herbaceous quality before that I couldn't quite pick up, and I believe that was dill, which is really interesting. And then on this one, yeah, I guess there's a little bit of caramel on the finish there. Pick up a woody flavor off of almost all aged whiskeys because they're aged in wood. You're going to taste wood on them. Oak is a very prominent flavor in bourbons as well as scotches, for me at least. Overall, I think this was really fun. I think that this is a really cool thing you could do with. There's certainly enough in this bottle to pour 3 of these. So you get a couple friends together, and you get one of these tasting boxes and you pour equal parts into, 6 Glencairns, and you compare the tasting notes. And this is something that I think could help you understand the subtle differences between, here I have 3 completely different offerings, but you could get a box that's just bourbons, or you could get a box that's just scotches, and you can kind of see what the subtle difference is between all 3 and compare and contrast with your friends. So I think this is actually something that I would recommend. I like this tasting box idea quite a bit, especially if you can get one for free. I'm not sponsored by this in any way, but I did happen to notice that they have a Black Friday sale going on right now. I don't know if that'll still be going on by the time you watch this video, but you might want to check out some promo codes and get a discount if you are interested in Flaviar. And Flaviar, if you're watching, please sponsor me. It'd be pretty cool. I'll talk about you, all the time. Just kidding, of course. But basically, I liked this. I'm a big fan of my bottle I got from Flaviar, and if you are interested in tasting something like this, I think Flaviar is a really good place to go pick it up. If you can get it at a discount, I say it's a buy. Drinking buddies, I appreciate you watching. This has been a really fun experiment, and I hope to do some more stuff like this in the future. We'll see you on the next one.